Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome back to the Thai Expat Daily Show. I'm your host, Kieran Mack, as always, and delighted you've been able to tune in with us yet again for another show. Now, before we do get into the top trending stories here in the country, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel as always, and hit that notification bell so that YouTube will let you know when the next podcast, show, or whatnot is updated onto the website. Now, if you like listening to us on a podcast player, there's a link down below in the description, and you can hit on that. It'll take you to a website where there's a vast array of podcast players. If you also like listening to a short form version of this, you can check us out on TikTok, and there's also a link down below in the description. Now, if you want to support the show, you can do so by buying us a coffee, link down below in the description as well. And you can also become a channel member, and all the information is also down in the description because that's where everything is kept. But now we're done and dusted with all that. Let's jump into those top stories today. A 30-year-old Ukrainian-born woman with Portuguese nationality, Nadia, notorious for causing multiple disturbances in Phuket, has been fined by the Phuket Provincial Tourism Court. Her parents arrived to escort her back to their country. Nadia had gained notoriety for various incidents, including refusing to pay a taxi fare in Rawai, threatening the driver with a knife, slapping an airport employee, taking a bus without paying, and using hotel lobbies as her sleeping quarters without permission. She repeatedly refused to pay for hotel stays. On May 17th, the Phuket Provincial Court found Nadia guilty of property damage and assault with a knife at a Rawai hotel, causing danger and fear among others. She was sentenced to 6 months in prison. However, due to her confession, compensation to the victim, and lack of prior imprisonment, the court suspended her sentence for 2 years. Previously, Nadia was detained and treated at the Suwan Saranram Hospital for a mental condition. Once her condition improved, the Phuket Provincial Public Prosecutor filed a lawsuit against her. At the court's verdict, her parents attended, paid the fine, and arranged for her return to their country. This case highlights the Phuket Provincial Court's efforts to handle tourist-related criminal and civil disputes and to ensure the protection of tourist legal rights while strictly punishing offenders. Well, brace yourselves for a tale that's as modern as it is cautionary. In this bustling metropolis of Bangkok, a 23-year-old internet model has found herself on the wrong side of the law. The police swooped in on Wednesday, arresting Lalada, better known to her online fans as Noon OnlyFans, at her condominium in Lat Phrao district. Her surname remains undisclosed, but her online persona is anything but. Lalada stands accused of organising gambling activities and, more pointedly, luring people into the high-risk world of online gambling through a blend of advertising and persuasion. The arrest followed a meticulous police investigation which revealed that our protagonist had been posting provocative photos with direct links to gambling websites on her Facebook page. These weren't just casual posts, mind you. They were crafted to lure unsuspecting followers to sign up for an online gambling website called Omega 9. When confronted by the authorities, Lalada didn't mince her words. She confessed to owning the accounts and elaborated on her journey into the murky business. It all started back in 2018, and it wasn't just a hobby, it was a paid gig. 2 gambling websites had hired her to be their digital siren, paying her a cool 20,000 baht for each set of 30 posts laden with gambling advertisements. And now the state of clicks, likes, and illicit links has led to Lalada being held in police custody, awaiting the inevitable legal repercussions. It's a stark reminder, folks, that in the digital age, the lines between influencer and instigator can blur all too easily with real-world consequences. Well, it seems the idyllic paradise of Koh Phangan has a bit more going on beneath its picturesque surface than just azure waters and full moon parties. On Wednesday, tourist police swooped in and arrested several foreigners who were allegedly running a daycare facility and a wakeboarding service centre without the proper paperwork. First on the scene, we have a 26-year-old Russian woman and an 18-year-old Myanmar woman nabbed at a house while tending to foreign children. The Russian admitted she'd been working at the daycare for 3 months, all the while on a tourist visa, a classic case of being in the wrong place while on the wrong paperwork. Her Myanmar colleague had been at it for over a year, also under the radar. Both women pointed fingers at the Belarusian employer, who is now the subject of an ongoing manhunt by the authorities. The plot thickens with a raid on Back and Forth Wake Park, a wakeboarding hub on the otherwise serene island. A Russian man was caught red-handed running the show since December last year, also on, you guessed it, well, a tourist visa. Adding to the ensemble cast, he'd hired a Ukrainian and a Moldovan to build restrooms at the facility. So what's the fallout? The Russian man and the 2 daycare workers face charges of illegal employment. The Myanmar woman, however, gets a special mention for not reporting her employment and workplace, a subtle but significant detail. It's a reminder that even in paradise, the long arm of the law doesn't take a holiday. The adorable, pointy-eared Labubu dolls, which have graced and captured the hearts of many in Thailand, are now at the centre of a serious warning from the Thai Industrial Standards Institute, TISI. These charming creatures, with their soft fur and quirky features, must pass strict industrial standards before they can grace the shelves of any store. Failure to comply, well, that could land sellers in jail for up to 6 months and hit them with fines reaching 500,000 baht. Why the fuss over these seemingly innocent toys? The TISI is sounding the alarm on safety. As these dolls grow in popularity, especially after Thai K-pop sensation Lisa Manaban posted a photo of herself holding a Labubu macaron on Instagram, the institute wants to ensure they meet all safety regulations. According to TISI, these plushy, textile stuffed dolls are classified as toys and must adhere to industrial standards to protect consumers. Now let's break it down. If you're importing or producing Labubu dolls and they don't meet these stringent standards, you're looking at a potential fine of up to 2 million baht and a jail term of up to 2 years. For sellers, the penalties are slightly less severe but still significant, up to 6 months in jail and or a fine of up to 500,000 baht. However, there's a silver lining for collectors of Labubu keychains, PVC figures, or those whimsical models aimed at adults. They're off the hook as these items aren't classified as toys under the current guidelines. Singapore Airlines is raising the stakes for bonus payouts, rewarding its employees with a bonus equivalent to nearly 8 months of salary, according to a source familiar with the matter who spoke with local media on Friday. The source requested anonymity as the information was not intended for public disclosure. Singapore Airlines did not respond to a request for comment. This announcement follows the company's report of a record annual net profit of $1.98 billion for the 2023-24 fiscal year. The demand for air travel remained buoyant, the airline stated in its earnings report, attributing its success to a significant rebound in North Asia as China, Hong Kong, Japan, and Taiwan fully reopened their borders post-pandemic. Singapore Airlines was also named the world's best airline last year by Skytrax World Airline Awards, marking the 5th time the airline has received this top honour in the 23-year history of the award. CEO Goh Chun Pong credited this achievement to the relentless efforts of the staff who made many sacrifices to ensure that Singapore Airlines was ready for the recovery in air travel, enabling the airline to emerge stronger from the pandemic. Singapore Airlines isn't alone in its generosity. Dubai Emirates Airlines will pay its employees a bonus equivalent to 20 weeks' salary, Reuters reported, citing an internal email. The state-owned airline, which also posted record profits, declined to comment. However, Singapore Airlines cautioned that this coming year could present challenges for the aviation sector. Geopolitical tensions, macroeconomic uncertainties, inflationary pressures, and supply chain constraints pose challenges for the aviation industry, the company noted in its earnings statement. So as we conclude today's episode, I want to invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. The show isn't just about delivering news, it's about fostering a conversation. Your insights and perspective matter to me. So keep the dialogue alive. Like this video, subscribe to our channel and share it with others. Your support means the world to us. I'm Kira Mack. You've been tuning in to the Thai Expat Daily Show. Until next time, take care and stay engaged.